Hi everyone, this is Bola Halabi. Today I would like to talk about how to manage uncertainty. If there's any word that could be used to describe everything that is going on around the world today, that word will be uncertainty. If you take a look around, there is uncertainty about when the economy will open back up. There's uncertainty about when schools, churches, gyms, restaurants, and all these businesses that were closed will be fully back in operation. There is uncertainty regarding when there will be vaccine for the coronavirus pandemic. Hundreds of thousands of people are in the hospital and no one is sure of when they will fully recover. Millions of people have lost their jobs and they are unsure as to when they will likely get back on their feet. The November 3rd election here in America is creating its own uncertainty. So right now, there is virtually no one that is immune from the uncertainty created by the COVID-19 pandemic. So regarding uncertainty, if not properly managed, it can create fear. It causes stress and it can affect our physical and mental wellness because uncertainty creates confusion. Uncertainty can make us freeze and it can keep us in an unending spiral whereby we are not moving forward nor going backward. And that's why I want to quickly share this video to give you 4 tips to manage uncertainty. So number 1, you need to build tolerance. The best way to handle uncertainty is to navigate through it. I will give you an analogy of driving on the road. When you get out of your house to drive on the road, definitely you know that there are uncertainties on the road because you don't know with complete guarantee what's going to happen on the road. You don't know the road condition. You don't know how the other drivers on the road will drive. But guess what? You still drive on the road. You do not let the uncertainties, the risk of driving on the road stop you from getting out of your house. In the same way, when you are dealing with uncertainty, whether it's about your job or concerning this COVID pandemic, you need to build tolerance and tolerate the uncertainty. You should acknowledge it. Yes, the risks are there. Acknowledge the risk, but do whatever you can do to protect yourself. For example, drive carefully on the road. When it comes to the pandemic, practice social distancing. So just do what you can do and know that the uncertainties are there and you should learn how to tolerate them. So that's number 1. The second thing we can do when it comes to uncertainty is to focus on those things we can control. When we focus on things that are outside our sphere of control, it tends to lead to anxiety and stress for us. So in this situation we are all facing all over the world, you should learn to know those things you can control and seek to control them. Those things that are totally outside your control, don't let them bother you. Just do what you can to control what you can control. For example, if you know that your employer is struggling, your job is not so sure, you cannot control whether or not your employer will lay you off. But guess what you can control? You can control your performance at work. You can make sure you are doing your best so that your job will be more secure. You can make sure that you are making a great impact, that you are relevant, that you are solving problem for your employer. So those are the things you can control. You can control your performance. So focus on those things that you can control. Work to make sure that you are delivering your best, and leave the rest that you cannot control. So that's number 2. Focus on those things you can control. Number 3 thing we can do in this time of uncertainty is to explore alternatives. When dealing with uncertainties, it is counterproductive to become preoccupied with a problem. Instead, it is always better to focus on solutions. Regarding the uncertainties that you are facing right now, the question that you should ask yourself is, what are the other options that are available for you? You should brainstorm and come up with alternatives that can provide you with more guarantees. For example, if you work in a company that has been struggling to stay in business for a while, don't restrict yourself to that company or the industry. You should explore alternatives, and you should be open to work for other companies where your skills and experience will be relevant. By giving yourself the chance to explore alternatives, you will see different possibilities and opportunities that you won't otherwise have found. So that's number 3. You should explore alternatives. Now let's go to number 4. Number 4, you should stay positive. Negative emotions paralyze us, and it prevents us from seeing better and brighter days ahead. This season has been tough and challenging for many people all around the world. But the truth is that the challenges are surmountable. Coronavirus will eventually be defeated. Normalcy will return to the world. But while waiting, you need to properly manage your emotions. You need to stay positive. You need to think positive. You need to be optimistic about the future. If you have lost your job, for example, don't use your energy feeling sorry for yourself, but use it to focus on getting back on your feet. Use it to explore other alternatives. You have to be intentional to stay positive. You must train your brain to know that there are better days ahead. And the easiest way to do this is to make sure that you associate yourself with positive people and listen to uplifting messages that will help you, encourage you, motivate you, and messages that will tell you that there are better days ahead. Positive things will shift your attention from the negativities around you, and it will help to reduce your stress level. The easy negative news that we all know are the cable television news. I'm not going to say you shouldn't listen to the news. Sure, listen to the news, but make sure that you don't focus on their negativities, because with all the negativities they will be sharing, you will believe that there are no better days ahead, and that's not the case. So in this video, I've shared 4 tips for managing uncertainties. This time is tough. The time has been challenging for many people. The advice that I have for people is to stay positive, because better and brighter days are ahead. Stay blessed, people. Till next time, this is Bola Alabi. Bye.